I'm so excited to wear layers again without feeling like I'm melting away. Here where I live now, the Republic of Georgia, it's finally fall, but it's pretty warm, and today I'll share with you a fun, colorful and sustainable capsule that I've made for this very velvety and mild mid-autumn. I don't like following rules or trends, just anything that boxes you up, and maybe this video will inspire you to try new combos or colors and shop your own closet and have fun this fall or spring if you are in a different hemisphere. By the way, I'm not a stylist, I'm not a fashion blogger, I just enjoy experimenting with my small wardrobe and I love making. Today there will be quite a few handmade items featured in this capsule. And I honestly think that creating your own style is a very enjoyable thing to do because after all, we all have physical bodies. So why not dress them the way we want it, not the way we are supposed to by cliches, stereotypes or whatever. First, I will show you all the pieces that I've selected for this capsule. There are 14 of them, including shoes and accessories. Then I will demonstrate how I put them together in different looks, and in the end of the video I'll talk about three style rules that I ignore with this capsule and beyond. V-neck tee. It's a handmade garment that I made using a blend of cotton and soy fiber, and that's why it's super soft and flowy and even has a bit of a sheen. It has deep V-neck and quite a cropped body, which is somehow balanced by the wide balloonish fit. I knitted it using the pattern by a designer Petite Knit. The pattern is called Minimalist tee, and it's a very easy thing to make, yet it's very well fitting. Purple sweater, also a me-made piece. It's very light and very packable and warm. It's super handy when you want to take some extra layer with you just in case, because it takes so little space. I'm super happy that I've made it. It has quite an oversized fit, and I highly recommend this sort of a model to everyone who knits themselves or who can buy handmade knits, because it's one of the most worn items in my handmade wardrobe in a whole. Black linen tank. Thrifted this summer, and surprisingly it has become one of my beloved staples in the wardrobe. It's very thin, pleasant to the skin, has a very interesting rounded shape of the bottom edge, and I also like the seam detail on the back. It feels and looks quite different than a traditional cotton tank, and that's why I think it's a very cool basics. Corduroy pants that I bought last winter in an outlet shop. It's 100% cotton, super soft, super roomy because I sized up, and they look kind of baggy on me, but I don't mind them. At least I don't worry about any weight fluctuations that are absolutely normal for everyone. Maybe I will thrift a belt to wear with them, but they look fine even without it. And these pants are so easy to style, and you will see it, even given like a very striking red color. The next three items from this colorful capsule were kindly gifted to me by a small sustainable brand of linen clothing from Lithuania, Not Perfect Linen. Linen skirt. It's from the brand's recent fall collection, and this time I decided to give the floral pattern a try, and I never regretted it. I love it. The skirt itself has a very minimalist design. It has pockets, which is important, and as it was custom made, I asked to add a little bit of extra length to fit my height. Heavy linen jacket. This color is a very beautiful, complex bluish gray or grayish blue, and on the brand's website it's called salamander color, and I wanted an oversized fit. That's why I sized up 2 sizes and asked for an increased length and longer sleeves, and I do think that big coconut shell buttons look very striking here. Linen blouse, another item from the brand's fall collection, and I'm wearing it right now. It was custom made for me in this very beautiful marsala color. I also asked for an increased length and I sized up 1 size, and also asked the brand to remove the darts in order to make it more roomy but still create sort of a relaxed Victorian style. I don't know whether I'm a success, but I really enjoy how it feels on my skin. I'm sincerely in love with Not Perfect Linen for their designs and their truly sustainable and thoughtful approach to fashion. And if you are a fan of linen like me, just consider checking out their website, their store. They have so many amazing models to choose from, and all of those models will be custom made for you, taking into account your body shape, your size, your personal preferences, and it's a very rare thing to find nowadays. And also be sure that those clothes will last for years because the quality is just exceptional. And now the brand kindly offers a 15% discount to my viewers using the Anna Goldberg discount code, and it will be valid for 1 week since this video is published, from October 6th till October 13th. Yes. So those were 7 garments from the capsule wardrobe, and we have 7 accessories left. A very simple beanie. It's yet another handmade item by me. I made it using a blend of merino and silk yarn using a free tutorial on YouTube, and I really enjoy the dusty blue color and how it fits my head, although I wish that I made it a bit deeper, but still it's quite easy to wear. Beret. I crocheted myself again, and I used a merino yarn and a very easy to follow YouTube tutorial, free tutorial. There are tons of them out there, and it has very classic silhouette, and it turned out exactly how I wanted, and I've been wearing it for almost, I think, 2-3 years. I don't remember exactly. Scarf. The most recent thrift find, the label says that it's 100% cashmere, and first I was skeptical, but then I touched it and it does feel like real cashmere. It's very soft, it's very supple and pleasant to the skin. It gives very gentle warmth, and the label suggests that it shouldn't be washed, it should be dry clean only, but I washed it using a very regular detergent for wool and silk, and it was just fine. Trainers, very basic, very budget trainers that I bought back in Belgrade a bit more than a year ago, and I wear them all year round. Summer, winter, autumn, spring, it doesn't matter, they hold up so well. Converse sneakers, my cold weather staple. They're black, simple, classic, go with well with everything, although I'm a bit frustrated that all Converse sneakers that I've ever had in my life break where the toes end. So it's kind of a bummer. I don't know why they do that, but I still wear them until they completely fall apart. Yellow bag. A thrifted yellow bag, and there is a whole video about the bag itself and what I carry inside of it, so I won't repeat myself, and the link to that video will be up there. And the last item and the last bag from this capsule wardrobe is a red bag. And you won't believe it, but there is another video about this bag in particular and what I carry inside. And again, the link will be up there for you to watch if you haven't. So those were 14 items from my fall capsule wardrobe. And now I will show you how I put them all together. I didn't aim to create as many looks as possible because numbers don't matter, but the combinations do matter. So I just wanted to show you how I love having fun putting things together, and just switching bags, hats and shoes is not a big deal. It can be done endlessly, while combining colors and matching tops and bottoms can be quite challenging, especially if those tops and bottoms are of different colors, and hopefully you will find some inspiration in this, who knows. Yet another little disclaimer, please remember that I'm not a color fashion stylist or whatever, and maybe my choice will never resonate with yours, and it's completely fine. I mean, it's great, we all love the diversity, and maybe in a year looking back at this video, I will think, oh my gosh, I was so tasteless and so styleless, but here's what I've come up with today. I've created the looks and filmed myself wearing them beforehand, and now I will give you a little bit of a comment looking at the looks together with you. So the first outfit. It's super easy and wearable, and the high-waisted skirt and the cropped tee were made for each other here, I think, and I don't feel too exposed. The tee is quite warm, and as it's hand knitted and quite heavy, and it's more like a short sleeve jumper than a tee, so it's great for warm fall weather. But when I'm cold, I can always put on the jacket on top. Here is something more challenging color-wise, but I love the feeling from these shades of red, purple, gray and blue, and a dash of yellow with a bag. I think I wouldn't dare wear something like this a few years ago, because I would fear that I would be called a parrot. But now I'm fine to be a proud, colorful parrot. And the jacket and black sneakers calm everything down a bit. The same purple and blue vibes, but a less loud version due to the absence of red. And I'm so happy that I've made this sweater long and wide enough to fit different clothes. Its airiness doesn't create any bulky feeling. Yellow bag here rhymes with the buttons on the jacket and with very tiny beige details on the skirt. But I don't usually try hard to be matchy, it just happens. I think it's my new favorite color combination, deep red and marsala. Again, something I'd never dare wear before, but it feels great. It feels kind of warm and curious and adventurous too. Maybe here black Converse sneakers would look better than trainers, but I just wanted some extra comfort to balance the colorfulness, if that makes sense. With the jacket and the bag, this look is just mainly two colors, red and blue, and this is what I'm aiming at with my whole wardrobe. If I was into cottagecore, this look would be my staple, but I'm not into any cores, and that's why I just love this almost all linen look. Not for every day, but for a seriously romantic walk in the city, even if it's a date with myself, why not? The jacket looks more like a barn coat, and together with this scarf, it brings the cottagecore vibes down, which I like. Here is a perhaps questionable layering experiment, but why not? The pants are not super high-waisted, and that's why to wear them with a cropped tee, I added a tank top layer and let it hang there freely and to be seen. The shades of black are different, the jacket is another dark color, but I thought that together with red pants, it's not a bad combination when I want to feel easy, breezy, yet safe and warm. A very quiet, predictable look where I use tank top as the first layer with the jacket on top for warmer days here in Tbilisi. And as I already said, the weather is very generous with warmth and sun here. Redness of the beret and the bag are meant to be nice accents that don't overwhelm, hopefully. Okay, here is another layering experiment that I think deserves the right to exist. The blouse is long enough to welcome something like a vest, but today the vest role is played by the tee. The V-shaped neck perfectly accommodates the collar of the blouse, and the accessories that I added make it look more intentional and cool. At least I think so, and again, you don't have to agree with me. Initially, I didn't plan for this combo, but in the end, I liked it, and I think I will repeat it this fall over and over again. And here is one more layering variant, but this time the tee goes under the sweater and it looks quite neat. Usually it's not recommended to wear one neat piece over another, but I don't care. This is the warmest look of all, and in all those layers I feel so cozy and wrapped up and safe. And it's like a beetroot, eggplant, and purple cauliflower stew. It's very autumnal, I think, but still outside the traditional autumnal palette. As I already said in the beginning of this video, I'm not a stylist, I just enjoy styling myself or give some advice to those who ask me, and mainly it's my cousin and Brian. But I do enjoy following quite a few blogs and vlogs on style and fashion, and over the years, while accumulating all the knowledge and information from consuming that type of content, I figured out which main styling rules I keep ignoring over and over again. Rule number 1: you cannot dress baggy all the way. They say that bagginess should be created either on top or on the bottom, but not all the way in one outfit. Otherwise, you create sort of a teenage-ish sloppy look, or you begin to resemble a sack. But honestly, I don't mind it at all. I enjoy bagginess as it gives me a feeling of softness, of safety, of comfort, and I also feel more compact, so to say, without poking out into this world too much. Yeah, and this soothes me a lot. Almost all of my clothes are quite baggy and oversized. Rule number 2: a handmade garment should look like it was factory made. Otherwise, it's embarrassing. Well, I'm a proud maker and I never hide the fact that this or that garment is handmade and handmade by me, but I've encountered quite a few opinions that the best compliment to a handmade item is that when it looks like it wasn't made by a human, but by a machine or a human in a sweatshop. So I don't know how this still exists in the world, this opinion, but things are changing, but they are changing too slowly, and that's why this rule appears on my agenda sometimes. Rule number 3: summer fabrics shouldn't be worn outside summer. Linen is usually considered a summery fabric, but I've always worn it all year round, and I don't find it odd or weird. I like how it looks, I like how it feels, and I think that this kind of a stereotype is just a very recent invention. And overall, all these created divisions into seasonal fabrics and seasonal colors are not that important. They just create confusion and scarcity. For example, when fall comes and you look into the wardrobe and you find nothing that would make you look appropriate, and you think, oh, then I should go and buy a new beige trench coat and brown loafers, for example. So I hope that you get what I mean. Also, recently I got very curious about the concept of a trend. Where does it come from, and why stylists recommend that we should follow this or this trend, at least in some way. It turned out that there are so-called fashion trend forecasting agencies that act as a medium. So they do predictions, they forecast different colors and silhouettes and fits that will be in fashion next season, and they base their predictions on the research that they conduct on the target audience of all those brands and fashion houses they work for. And then as the results, those reports turn out to be guidelines for manufacturers to make clothes and offer them to us. So you see, it's not fashion houses, it's not manufacturers who create trends and then dictate them to us, but it's people who create trends consciously or subconsciously. These mechanisms are very interesting, and trend overall is a very subjective thing, and I just don't understand why it should make any sense to be willing to dress like everyone else, or at least like the majority of people. So it's a very important food for thought for those who are into fashion and style. This is it for today. Please feel free to share in the comments your thoughts and experiences, maybe what color combinations you prefer or what top bottom combos you like this season, or what is your attitude to trends, or maybe which style rules you prefer to ignore. Let's share. And also please let me know how you liked this video, because your feedback is very important and it means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your time and attention, dear friends, and as always, huge thanks to everyone who supports my work on Patreon and other tipping platforms, because it's only thanks to you that this channel exists. And for now, be safe and keep your heart open, and I will see you soon. Пока-пока!